Don't Llama Dice, designed in 2021, well, at least released in 2021, and original design by Dr. Rainer Knizia. Although Board Game Geek lists this as a re-implementation of 2019's llama, hard disagree here. This 2 to 6 player card game plays in 20 minutes or less and is good to go for ages 8+, published by AMIGO Games.
In Don't L.L.A.M.A. Dice, players are trying to get rid of their cards each round and score the fewest points. At the start of each round, players create a 7-card llama row consisting of cards numbered 1 through 6 and 1 llama card. Then each player receives 6 face-up cards. On your turn, you can roll the 3 dice or drop out of the round. If you drop out of the round, you flip any remaining cards you have face down and wait for the other players to drop out, bust, or get rid of their cards. If you choose to roll the dice on your turn and you roll 3 llama symbols, you can discard a 1-point or a 10-point chip from your score pile and your turn ends. If one or more of the dice match any of the cards in front of you, you can discard 1 card for each matching dice value. For example, if you rolled 2 3s, you would be able to discard up to 2 unique 3 cards from your play area. If none of the dice match, you'll take one of the cards in the llama row, matching one of the dice rolled, and add it to your play area. And if none of the dice match in your play area or the llama row, you bust, and you'll take all the remaining cards in the llama row, and the round ends. The round can end when one player gets rid of all of their cards in their player area. There are no more cards in the llama row, possibly from a player busting, or all players have dropped out of the round. If you're the only player who hasn't dropped out of the round, you can continue playing as long as you like, but you now bust if all 3 dice show values you don't have in front of you, even if those values are in the llama roll. Once the round ends, reveal the face-down cards in your play area. Each card is worth its value in points, and llamas are worth 10 points. However, each value only counts once. For example, if you have multiple 4s, you only get 4 points for all of them. Take tokens equal to the points you earned and continue playing in new rounds until one player has at least 40 points. At that point, the game ends and the player with the fewest points wins. So a little bit of a longer description, but those are the entire rules. It's kind of gets tricky when you have a game that the entire rules fit on a napkin to not say all of them without kind of glossing over
rule set
bits. So that is how you play llama dice.
Llama dice.
Oh, don't llama dice. Yeah, okay. What do you think about this one, Michael?
Yeah, I think it's a sweet little $15 game. I really enjoy it. It's got, the 3 dice in there. When I say little, though, I mean the cards are tiny. Everything is what you would refer to as hobbit-sized cards, Doug. Is that
correct.
An accurate description?
Yes, it is.
Admittedly, I prefer llama. I like having a hand of cards that are in my hand. And I think this isn't a re-implementation, and it could be a little nitpick thing, but the information is open. Your cards are out in front of you, and people can see what you have, which is what my 9-year-old and my wife love. They love when other people chuck the dice and there's a little bit of pain. And somebody may I can't say that that's what my wife enjoys about the game, but with my youngest kiddo, loves watching me have to take a card from the middle. Loves that moment, really feels the pushing your luck for everyone involved at the table, which I think is a very interesting part of the game. You?
I think it's fun enough. It's similar to you. It's not going to replace the card version for me. I would prefer that. And I was thinking about it, and it's weird that I like the luck of drawing a card from a deck. And when in the card game llama, if you can't play a card down, you can draw one blind from the deck. Hopefully, get one to play, or your hand fills up. For some reason, I like that luck draw rather than the luck of a die roll in this game. For whatever reason, it's like they're both luck. And I don't know if one makes me feel like I have more of a choice of, well, I chose to take the card.
It's your fault. It's not the dice fault. That's interesting.
There's a little bit more of a perceived control for me, even though that may not be true. I definitely think it's a great entry point for the llama system. So if you haven't played the card version and you're looking for a game, this is going to introduce you to a lot of the exact same concepts. So if you haven't played one, it's a great place to start. But it's not one that's going to replace the card version for me.
Yeah,
but still a great game.
And I also think it's different enough where somebody can have both or try both and decide.
Impossible.
Okay. Same player count. It plays 2 to 6. Yep. It is very easy to learn and teach. If you get the game in front of you, and it's a 2021 release, but I don't know the exact publishing timeline of when it came here to the States. I do know that when I saw it at Gen Con 2025, I almost tackled it because I'd been looking for it for a while and wanted to get it in a trade. But there's a fun little game in that box, and my family really enjoys it. They do. So it's one that I know people will continue to hear about on and off throughout the show. It's one that we've played a lot in the last few weeks.
Yeah, and maybe adds a little bit more excitement to a classroom with the dice rolls. The only thing I was kind of confused by, and I think we talked about it after we played, is they have a separate, like, black-backed cards for the llama row, which is really weird because you don't use the whole deck of llama cards. For me, I'm like, just pull out one of each card and make the row. But some interesting choices there. But I definitely think from in a family setting or certainly in a classroom, having that dice mechanic could be really exciting.
I think and I don't know any of this. I'm not saying it could be just style, but having the black-backed cards does make the rules pretty easy to teach for that initial setup.
Sure.
Amigo's trying to do what is it, 5 rules or less? And with those black-backed cards, okay, I remove these cards. Now I know what the llama row is because I have them all set up. I'm not missing anything. I know what it looks like. And that was my experience with learning the game, and then watching my wife go through it because she had the same critique you did. When we got into future rounds, she's kind of like, that's dumb. Let's just set this up. It's like, no, those are the black-backed ones. They go in the middle. So, but I hear you. It's a little thing.
No, it's a great point. It's kind of a weird. It's like one of those things where it's like, use these cards for your first game to set up, and then shuffle them back in. Like,
don't worry about it after that.
Yeah. But interesting. So that is our first game, Don't Llama Dice from AMIGO Games.